sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Peach State. Welcome to Georgia, where Freddie Falcon soars from the rafters inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium, just west of downtown Atlanta. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons.
2026 Atlanta Falcons. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, we welcome you. The punter, Bradley Pinion, gets this started. Off we go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. He'll get across the 20, walking down 23-yard line. The Saints let out by the rookie, Tyler Shough. Interesting story. Off injured in college, the third quarterback drafted out of Louisville with pick 40. Greg, he is now the QB for New Orleans.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
In motion is Hill. On play action, it's Shough. Now he'll run. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
And the Saints, first down. A gain of 13 yards.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. The ball comes out.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Falcons set to take over here on offense, and they are led by their veteran. It's Kirk Cousins.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Mario Davis there on the play.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. For the left side, he gets back to Mooney. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Another run here for Robinson. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with the touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. They fumbled it away on that opening possession. Fortunate, it only led to a field goal, so they're in a 3-0 hole as they start this drive. 1st and 10. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. It's a pass he would say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Unfortunately, Mike, over my career, I've been in this guy's shoes plenty of times, probably more than I wish to admit. You take your eyes off the ball. You think about becoming a runner before securing the catch, and when you do that, you end up watching the ball fall to the ground.
It's a gain of
14 on the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The Falcons offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
41. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
41. Here's second down and 2. They'll go again with Robinson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Third down and 3. Now, Cousins. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And that'll set up 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. As they've got it 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. In motion is Hill. Chuck to throw on 2nd down. And it's a reception for Taysom Hill. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. You can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. That's to Mooney. Complete right side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And here's Bijan. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Atlanta.
That's another Falcons first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
He's got his man. It's Mooney. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the mark.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the Saints' 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and a yard. Cousins. This one not quite on target. Too much, and that one falls incomplete.
And you can see really why this offense has leaned on the ground game. I mean, catch it, Mike. I mean, the passing attack really needs somebody to provide a spark because they have not been able to get anything going here before the half.
Third and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. 15-yard pickup there. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Gain of 15 yards. That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Cousins gonna throw. Now a screen gonna be set up for Robinson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
The throw here is complete. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15.
First down.
A gain there of 11. First down, Atlanta.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
Play action now. It's Cousins. That's caught left side by Pitts. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
To throw is Cousins. And he's in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Zane Gonzalez on for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Falcons are out to a 10-0 lead.
10. Saints nothing. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's when the offense will take over. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And he's able to fight through one tackle here. Pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
At the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd
From the gun,
7.
it's Shuck. Taysom Hill working free downfield. 23 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
First catch in this one for Olave. And it gives his guys a 1st down.
And the Saints 1st down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now Shuck. Right back to Olave. He's got it again. And he's out of bounds on the pass play. But that's good for 8 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
To the air again is Shuck. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
To the 34-yard line.
Here now, 3rd and 5. To the air once more. Shuck. That one out wide for Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds. Down at the 20. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, New Orleans.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield. You know, Mike, nice job here with the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Pat the 60.
Chuck. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
It's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Saints are on the board. It's now 10-3.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And they'll let that run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see if we come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Carter on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Cousins. Quick throw, taken in. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
It's complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. 20-yard pickup there. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Cousins now on 2nd down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
send their punting unit out. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. That is fielded at the 13. A nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. The Saints offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down.
Okay, ready?
Looking to throw. Here is Shuck. That one caught Devon Vele. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. And look to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space. Because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurt. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Now Shuck on third down. He's got his man. It's Hill. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. 28 yards. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. Now he'll run it. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the first down.
Another Saints first down. First and 10.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
In motion is Hill. On first down, Shuck. Here, a short one to Taysom Hill.
They have a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll work now on second and 4.
Here we go, set.
A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal.
For a Saints.
Well, we give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but...
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Saints.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone because, as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
The
Now,
kicker
for the
on
point
for the
after.
extra point.
The kick
The kick
is good. And the Saints will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run with Robinson, and he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this 3rd quarter has come to an end. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now, Cousins. They'll try to hit him with a screen. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
He's brought down back at the
The best
16 yard
defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking them down for a loss.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. He fires downfield for Pitts. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
40-yard line.
The Saints offense ready to come back out for this next possession. We're all even, 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. To throw is shut. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He'll look underneath here and find Kamara. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. That's on the rookie, the 1st rounder out of Texas, Kelvin Banks.
Still 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Shuck. That's deep for Olave. He's got it! And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Extra point attempt to come here. He gets it to go. Saints go up by 7. It is now 17 to 10.
Falcons 10.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Carter on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense about ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They go play action with Cousins. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard very stout. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Body his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
And that is incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
This one fielded beyond the 25. The Saints offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin with 1st and 10. This down inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
It's a give now to come out. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Taking the ball at the 43-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. Slot man gonna move in motion left. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
From the gun on 3rd down, shot to the left side in the hands of Hill. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
The Saints lining up in punt formation as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Falcons offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Down the left sideline. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 37 yards.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they could win the game on this possession.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll somehow turn this into a net positive. Getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
That's caught left side by Pitts. And he is out of bounds after a couple of yards short of the marker, and will bring up 3rd down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they're on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
They'll run with Robinson. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. He's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
One more time, it's Robinson. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minutes.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. A return now from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Saints offense ready to get back at it. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago. They'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down. This will be a Saints first down as they take this up to the 38-yard line. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's first and 10. From the gun, it's Shuck. Throw right side to Olave. Second down, 8 for the first down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Throwing is Shuck. Will get that complete to Mason Tipton. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Third and 4.
That is incomplete with 1 second left on the clock.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
Quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Now return coming from the 7th. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to take over once again. They'll start it here with a first and 10. To throw is Cousins. With the left side, he gets back to Mooney. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's second down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of
18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Cousins now to throw on first down. On the run to the right. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Cousins now. Open man downfield. That's London. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing now, Cousins. That's to Pitts, the tight end. And he'll take this one in. Kyle Pitts, touchdown Falcons. Greg, exactly the way you want to handle it when you get the ball to start overtime.
Absolutely, Mike. You want to strike first. You understand the defense is wearing down. It's been a long game. Now you are one stop away from getting out of here with a huge win.
Don't forget about the extra point here. This, an important one. The kick is good. So an ideal start to this overtime. And now it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead.
Bradley Pinion set to kick
So,
off.
thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here.
The Saints
He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. Here a short one to Taysom Hill. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd down, shot. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. Now a 3rd and 2. In motion is Hill. On 3rd and 2, it is shot. He is knocked down hard. They stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took to get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. On play action, it's shot. And it's intercepted. That ought to seal it. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And he is going to score. It's a shocking finish here in overtime. This game is over.
He's going to have a lot better moments than this one, Mike. You just can't force that throw. Not at this level. It's going to cost you more times than not. And for this young rookie, Hopefully this is one that he can learn from and not continue to repeat.
So it's a win here for the Falcons. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Falcons are winners as we say so long from Atlanta.